Hi everybody, this is Hero back with another Dragonflight video. We are in the beta. We're looking at single target for rogues. Specifically, I want to check out Sub Rogue today. Lots of cool new opportunities given this whole revamp of the talents, and I'd like to focus on something that does a very straightforward job of tons of single target damage. Currently, I'm trying to manipulate Shadowstrikes into Eviscerates, back and forth, bang, 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 bang. So your gameplay is very smooth, you're cooling down Shadow Dance as much as you possibly can, etc., etc. One of the ways that we help to smooth out the build is by giving ourselves little boosts of energy regeneration. This is in the drought periods, once your Shadow Dances are on CD and you're waiting for them to come back up. Thistle Teas will help because Gloomblade is pretty expensive and we're not building as many combo points as we normally would while we're within Shadow Dance. The beauty of being in Shadow Dance is big combo point generation through Shadowstrike, and then our spenders, Eviscerate, are going to give us back energy, so it helps to keep that loop going. What Thistle Tea says is, hey, after you're out of your combos, you can spend these at nice moments to help keep things moving along smoothly. Rupture's not really working with Dark Brew at the moment. I'm not sure why. I'm just getting tags for fizz damage instead of shadow. It's likely that Rupture is designed to be a DPS increase in normal circumstances if you convert it to shadow damage. But finality in single target means that Eviscerate is going to be king. It does a ton of damage, and being able to go back and forth between the two is excellent. We're also going to be having like extra vanishes, so that's more Shadow Strikes to fill, smooths the build. Gloomblade is here, but I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be better than Shadow Strike. I just don't have a really reasonable way to get down to Perforated Veins and the Rotten, except going through Inevitability, and we give up some Shadow Dance damage, which is a huge, huge boon for this build, especially since we get to cool down Shadow Dance. So longer Shadow Dances, combo points when we get Shadow Dance going, all that kind of good stuff. All right, let me show you the build. We're going to open, get Slice and Dice going, and then go into Shadow Blades, Dance, Symbols, and just smash with Shadow Strike. Oh, there we go. Shadow Blades on, into Dance, and then just go back and forth. You can use your Cold Blood on an Eviscerate to make it crit. It's better than a Shadow Strike, but this is the basic idea. We just want to use Dance as much as we possibly can, especially while these are up. While we're within Shadow Blades, there's a pretty good chance you'll press one Shadow Strike and be able to Eviscerate immediately. This is ideal. Obviously, outside of that, it's usually about 2 if you're in Shadow Dance. We want to stay in Shadow Dance as much as possible. You can see here we're doing about 30k damage, which is pretty reasonable. Now we're kind of in Gloomblade moments. We're waiting for a CD to come back, so you can see our energy is dropping, but we'll get some more back here when we get Shadow Dance. Boom. Use a Thistle Tea here. This is the basic rotation, guys. So that's what it looks like. Going back and forth, and you can see here around 30k. This is the basic breakdown, Eviscerate, and then the shadow damage that we're getting from our talents. Gloomblade plus Lingering Shadows is about, was that 15%? 15 to 20% of our damage. Shadow Blaze doesn't matter, we just want the combo generation. Very streamlined build, guys. I didn't press Rupture because of finality. Maybe we could press it, I'm not totally sure. You can see I'm in 378 gear with PvP daggers and our 4-piece, which is certainly encouraging us to press back and forth, Shadow Strike, Eviscerate, Shadow Strike, Eviscerate. Oh, excuse me, since we basically have that interaction. So my guess is that by the time we get tier, Rupture is going to fall off as a button if we have been pressing it. Now, finality works nice for Rupture if we're in a 2-target cleave. You can just Rupture, get combo points, and Rupture something else, which will get increased by 30% damage. But this is one of the best builds that I've been able to test, and I've tested a lot of things on the beta, guys. Haven't put a lot of videos out. I've tested Arms Warrior, Boomkin, Fire Mage, Arcane, Frost. I'm going to test Monk soon. I've tested Assassination and Outlaw. And this was the build that seemed to me, aside from Fire Mage, which I kind of have a fun love for because of the crazy Pyroblast stuff, but this build of Sub Rogue, for me, was the one that had the nice streamlined approach with some interesting choices, Thistle Tea especially, and energy regeneration. And it just, you know what you want to be doing. You want to be getting back to Shadow Dances, and the goal is very straightforward. So for you Rogue enjoyers, here is a solid single target starting place. There's probably people on the forums and on Discord who can tell you which other portions to take a look at. I did try Sepsis, I tried Flagellation, I also tried Deeper Stratagem. All of these seem to me to enter a pretty significant drought after I was out of Shadow Dance charges, so that I didn't have enough energy or combo points to maintain and get back to Shadow Dance. So in my experience, testing this out on live, Thistle Tea is really, really solid for helping you to get your build all the way back to good dances. Anyways, there's probably some things I'm missing here, guys, but I'm really enjoying this spec. If you want to try something really fun, be kind of roguey and do insane single target damage, jump on Sub Rogue. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you guys again next time.